to the chief guest of the event, Dr. Kesav Nandi Kumar. He has done PhD in Management, Masters of Human Resource Management, Masters in Philosophy in English, LLB with specialization in Company Law and Labor Law, MA in English. His awards and achievements are: he has been the director of Tilaknagar Group of Industries, worked as a senior vice president, HR, IR, legal, quality, admin, and facility management in UTI Technologies Limited. Played a challenging key role in establishing a currency note press of a factory of RBI at a remote Salbani in the district of Midnapur in West Bengal. Worked in Reserve Bank of India from 1982 to 1992 in managerial capacity in domains like banking, supervision, public department, accounts, project management, corporate affairs, HR, IR, performance appraisal, training. Government of Odisha, DY Collector and Executive Magistrate of OAS. Served as assistant professor in English under Utkal University. Now, I would request Dr. Kesab Nandi Kumar Saw to please speak a few words.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much and very good morning to all of you. And I must convey my, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but I find the camera is off. I think you people have switched it off or I have done it, I do not know. You want me to put it on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have put it, but again it is getting switched off. I think from your end you will have to do it. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. So I must convey my deep thanks and gratitude to Professor Ratnawat for extending this invitation. Your director, Professor Ratnawat, who is a very good friend of mine, and for inviting me. And also, I have gone earlier once to your college also as a speaker. So I remember I have got very good fond memories of your institute also. Yeah. So as you can make out, most part of my career I have spent in industry. It is almost 40 years in industry. But the big thing about it is that all along, I started my career as you read out Jityasa Parulekar. She read it out as assistant professor of English. So they say that teaching is a sort of 9-year-old itch, and you cannot get out of it. So once you are a teacher, you are always a teacher. So I started my career as a teacher, though I was teaching English at the time. And then I moved to corporates, and I have changed about 7-8 jobs. And but wherever I have changed, from civil service to Reserve Bank, then UTI, then to 3 corporate jobs, last part of my career, I have always been a teacher. Simultaneously, being in corporate, there is no need to do a PhD. I not only did PhD, I have guided PhD students, then MPhil, this and that. I was always studying and delivering lectures not only in India but abroad in 2-3 universities. So teaching, I have never given up. And a stage came when I found all the goals I had set for myself in my professional career. Having achieved that, I thought that a stage has come that I should give back to the students. Because when I was studying my management, that time I have always missed, being, handheld by somebody from the industry. Because many times in many of the management colleges, including yours, I know, you may be thinking that, you do not think that you are making a product. Most of the faculties, they do not think that a management student is a product. They think that they are doing something, shaping somebody's career and all that, like to make him an Aristotle or Galileo. It is not so. We are always, now that I am teaching management also, so I can tell you that it is an applied science and we are making a product of you. And the best test of product is only in its use. Okay, in its use. So it should be ready to use condition. So when you are a product for industry, the industry should find you ready to use condition. You cannot say that no, I have studied this theory and this theory is not working now. Maybe I will do a bit of research and find out tomorrow, day after, how it will work. I will have no time to wait for you if I am in the industry, because 39 years I have spent in industry, so I know what is their expectation, and nobody can understand their expectation better than me. So I am telling you, I list out a few expectations and I'll talk to you as a friend because I am your teacher now. So I am shaping the career of many students like you, and what sort of readiness you should have, you should know. And always try to have a readiness like a ready-made product. Ready-made product. The industry is very unforgiving. Like our friend, my friend, say Aditi, Dheeraj, yeah, Samin, or yeah, Vishwajit. Like my friend Vishwajit has gone to KFC with his friend, to have a bite. And then the KFC guy said, no, 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 we have not prepared the chicken. Chicken are yet to be prepared, sir. You come after 2 hours. We are in the process of making it. Do you think Vishwajit or his friend, they will wait for 2 hours to have a bite of KFC? They will say, go to hell, bloody fool. We are going to McDonald's. Same thing industry does. If I find that Jidyansa is not in a market ready condition, see, I have selected her, but she is not in market ready condition, she is not able to deliver the way I want in the industry, then I will say, okay, thank you very much. I will find out somebody who can do it. I cannot wait for you because time is the essence. If I wait for you, I lose time. Post globalization, we are in such a tough competitive scenario. Every minute is, because you wait, then my competitor is not going to wait. You will go 1 kilometer ahead of me and I'll be a follower. In my life, never in my personal life nor in professional life, I have been a follower. I have always been a leader. And I'll expect that all of you should be leaders also. To be a leader, the first thing is that you should know how to respect time. Then only time will respect you. Yes. Now coming to the most important part of the question, that have you ever thought that why in industry, suppose I am industry, why I will not recruit a MCOM or MSc or MA, and why I should recruit Jidyansa because she is an MBA? Anybody who has some idea as to why? Because I can recruit somebody at half the cost of Jidyansa. Jidyansa possibly I will have to pay 50,000 salary, but at 10,000 salary I will get an BCom. Why I will not recruit a BCom, and why should I recruit an MBA? Why industries recruit MBA? This is the fundamental thing you should know. And I am telling you frankly, most of you, you have never thought about it. Think about it. Why I recruit you?
Because they have leadership qualities.
Leadership quality. So you are telling that a BCom does not have leadership quality. Is
Sorry.
it a BCom cannot have leadership quality? Are you fair in saying so? You cannot.
Yes, they don't
You,
have.
you, you are not fair. When you say BCom or MSc cannot be a good leader, then you are not correct. And Dhirubhai Ambani, without any education, also he was the greatest leader India has produced. So what I'm telling you is, don't conclude like that. I'll tell you what are the things. And when you are asked this question in the interview, being director and CEO in very good three publicly listed companies, I used to take at least 10 interviews every day. Always my first question was, why should I recruit you? Then the answer will be either vague or like this, that I will be a great leader. Array, how can you conclude that an MSc cannot be a great leader? No. So that answer is not correct. I'll tell you what you should answer. Your answer first should be always in the interview that why should I recruit an MBA? This is a very favorite question with most of the corporate CEOs. Why should I recruit an MBA by paying it a high cost? Your answer should be, sir, I'll be first time right. I'll be first time right. But an MSc or MCOM will be third time, 10th time right. Because the knowledge and skill I have learned in the management school and I am practicing now, that empowers me to be first time right. See, any idiot, if he starts throwing stones, 10 stones he will throw, one stone will hit the nail. That does not make him a winner. He has won by accident. This answer you should have given when I talked about Dhirubhai Ambani. If you anybody, if you give him 10 stones, he throws at the target, one will hit. But that does not make him a winner. The first time who hits, he is the winner, and I must salute. And an MBA will be first time winner. First time you will hit. That is why we train them, we teach them in such a pressure cooker grooming we give, so that he will be first time winner. So, sir, if you recruit me, I'll make you first time winner. And then the CEO or whatever senior officer who is interviewing you, he is impressed that how he is making you first time winner. If you are second time winner, you are losing time, and your competitor has moved during this time 1 kilometer ahead, and you are catching up with him. You are a follower. You are condemned to be a follower. In corporate scenario, when there is cutthroat competition, I say you are condemned to be a follower. You cannot be a leader. So if you recruit me, sir, I can make you a leader, because my knowledge and skill in MBA has empowered me to such an extent that I'll make you first time right. Yeah. So you have hit the nail. That sort of answer you should give. These talks, they are very superficial. Nobody takes it seriously. I am a good leader. I am very sincere. I am this and that. These are we don't hear that also in the corporate, because everybody comes parroting the same thing, same thing, same thing. Okay. So that is the first thing. All of you should understand this. So that is the first thing. And next question we always ask, that what value you will add to my organization. If I recruit you, then what sort of additional value you will add to the organization? What answer you will give? I do not know. I do not. If I ask everybody, then the entire time will be spent in that. But I know you will say, I am very sincere, sir. I am so committed. I am truthful. I am very dedicated. I am hardworking. You will not say I am hardly working, hardworking. Whatever one nonsense that somebody has parroted you will tell. These are not going to impress me. Please take it from me as practical clue. If you are getting an interview from a company, say L&T, wants to recruit you as a management trainee, possibly in their campus interview you have been selected, tomorrow is your interview. The 3 days, what are you going to do? How are you going to prepare for the interview? Okay, your preparation has to be, 1 second. I'll switch it up. Yeah. So you have to, you take it as a practical clue from me. That is that suppose you have an interview in L&T. I am very sure in your college itself, in campus recruitment, they are having the list who is coming, who is going for L&T, who is going for Reliance, this and that, like 10 companies you have got for. And I'll request your director, who is a very good friend of mine, that they should conduct these exercises along with the marketing teacher, marketing professor. It will be his job actually to go to the public domain, all the information about L&T into public domain by analyzing their balance sheet, to see what are the areas where to do a sort of SWOT analysis, to see what are the areas where there is opportunity and what are the areas where there is a threat from the competitor. And you try to align your knowledge and skill into that area. Yes, sir. The question to you is that in what area you are going to add your value. Yes, sir. I have done a little bit of analysis of your balance sheet, and I have found that there is a huge opportunity, sir, for the company in this area, but that has not been sufficiently utilized of. And you see, sir, my skill is in this area. I am prepared in this. I have done so many projects. You see, sir, this is my project report. This is the internship project, sir, I am holding, sir. Kindly look at it. I am sufficiently empowered to fill that slot. And I am absolutely prepared that with my team will be contributing so meaningfully in that cutting edge area. That is the area of opportunity. The other one, you can say this is the threats that you are facing in the next 2-3 years. And you see, with my knowledge and skill, I will be the best insulation agent for you, sir. And I know this. Before he asks anything, you got an opportunity to explain yourself. And since you are prepared, You explained it so well that already 7 minutes you are in your home front. Please remember, in the interview, what question you will get, you decide. Many times, don't take into account that the other person is trapped. He deserved it. You should set the agenda in such a way that the other person is trapped. He is trapped to ask you the question you want to answer. And like here, you start explaining this is the area of threat for your company, sir. Then he will say, how? How do you say this is a threat? Yes, sir, this is the area of threat. And here I am so much empowered, I'll be able to do it. He will have to listen to you. And if he listens to you, then what is happening? He is trapped. And what is happening is you have got an opportunity to talk in your favorite area. Obviously, you will talk for 5 to 10 minutes. And that time he is looking at the watch that I have to interview another 10 people. Okay, thank you very much. And you are selected. Yes. So you have to do some study. Just don't go for the interview like that. You just take the help of your teachers, take the help of some industry people, that these are the areas, this is the balance sheet I see, these are the areas. Last year they did this project in UAE, this project here, they opened an office here, this is their product which will have a better reckoning in the next 2 years in digital transformation era. These are the areas they can do this. You talk about that, that makes sense. He knows you have a leadership quality and you are giving a big dream to the company. Nobody will be a fool to reject you. So that is why, my dear friends, do little bit of study before you go for your interview. And there, your teachers must facilitate this process. That all the available data in the public domain, they should analyze. They should analyze possibly by discussing with the industry experts and train the students in such a manner that they do not fail. That is, that is the next point. Okay. And then, other things that in the industry we always look forward from you is that how fast a learner you are. Okay, that is one point we always look at that. Because, see, the business environment is changing so fast that your today's knowledge cannot make you winner tomorrow. Today's knowledge is today's. I always give the example, my father who studied in Presidency College did a very simple ordinary BA. And with that knowledge, he was a winner all through 37, 38 years of his career. And I am his poor son with 3 management degrees, with a PhD and LLB, this and that, so many qualifications, so many exposure. I feel I am like Sita walking through fire every day to prove that I am relevant to the environment. Because today, if I am relevant, I am not sure whether tomorrow I will be relevant or not. Tomorrow, maybe the sense of relevance is gone because the business environment demands a new skill. And you have seen that how COVID has changed the rule of the game. Everything you have learned in marketing, okay? In marketing, the type of things you have learned, brand building, se shuru karke, everything, they have gone topsy-turvy. Okay, now digital marketing, what is digital marketing? How is it different from pen and paper marketing that we used to learn in my days? Because I had specialized in both marketing as well as HR. So I know, and all the theories have changed. And you say that people have lost their jobs because of COVID. I am telling the figure that 53,000 posts have been created in India itself in Amazon. There are many companies, and the best result that TCS has given, to 15% hike to its employees, and they have made record profit. So how do you say that everything is lost? Everywhere it is lost. Only your skill requirement will be relocated. It is almost like the banking industry when they tackle the situation when computerization happened. People, they have to relocate their skill. They have to relearn their skill. Okay, maybe in this area it is not relevant. It is relevant in other areas. So after digital transformation, the business environment has changed across the globe. It has thrown up huge opportunities for the companies who are prepared for it, and it has created havoc for the companies who did not think there is a need to change. Right? So in that situation, we will need actually MBAs who are fast learners, because their knowledge redundancy will happen so fast. Even the HR guy, nobody bothers about the traditional HR now. It is now EHR. EHR. Whether it is taught in your institute or not, I do not know. But if it is not taught, you have to learn. You cannot blame the professor or the institute or the university. It has to be a self-managed learning program. And it is so easy. It is so easy now. You have Google Baba. And I tell all my students, that you do at least 4 or 5 courses now online. Many students, I have sent them links from Harvard and other places. Okay, and many of the courses are free on big data, on artificial intelligence, okay, in predictive intelligence. In predictive intelligence, that day there was a course even I joined. I found it so interesting. There was no need for me, but still I joined. What I'm telling you is that, are you doing that? You have to be a fast learner and learning all the new skills. If you do not do it, then I will have to find out in the industry who is doing it. And slowly I have to say, thank you very much, please go home. That is what. So you have to be a fast learner. Then, of course, we'll always look at your commitment to the company. All the MBA graduates, when they join, we look at their firm commitment to the company. I am not saying that after you leave your job, or I think that you are not needed for me, your commitment should be there for me. If it is there, very good. Thank you very much. But if it is not there, there is no problem. But as long as you are there, as long as you are there in the company, give your professional best to the company. And in case you have acquired new skill and you are in a position to sell your skill to the highest bidder in the market, that is the law of nature. Nobody should mind it. Like when I said I have changed 7 jobs, I have no problem because I acquired new skill and I sold to the highest bidder. Highest bidder has a right to acquire me, and if he has acquired me at a higher skill, thank you very much. Yeah, but as long as you are there in the company, give your more than 100% to it. That is your professional commitment. That commitment is professional, and that should be expected from each and every MBA. Okay, then comes your multitasking skill, your project management skill. You have to be a multitasker, and you see, I specialized in my management in HR and marketing. But when I become CEO and director, do you think these were the things which I specialize? I became multifunctional. I learned about these, that, and everything. When you run a factory, then you have to be a multitasker. In your personal life also, you always give higher value to a multitasker, isn't it? Suppose my friend Viraj Sangani. Suppose my friend Viraj Sangani. Viraj, are you hearing me? Hello, Viraj. Viraj, can you hear me? Viraj. Or Vishwajit, if he is not able to hear. Vishwajit, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Vishwajit able to hear me. Good boy. Now suppose Vishwajit, to his good luck or bad luck, he decides, or his parents, they decide to go for an arranged marriage for him. Obviously, after MBA, getting a job, then getting married, and things follow one by one. Okay, I just wanted to humor you up. So now, suppose Vishwajit is getting married through another marriage. So what his father would like to have a sort of Bahu daughter-in-law, highly qualified, very good cook, very good, minder of the house, and she should
Nothing
be
like
knowing
that, sir. Nothing like that.
everything. She should know. In addition to higher study, she should be an expert at home. And then Vishwajit is also adding his agenda. Okay, Papa, in addition to everything, she should be a good singer and dancer also. So that whenever there is rain and we feel like dancing, we can go out. So what Vishwajit exactly asking? He is asking for a multifunctional wife. Please remember, multifunctional wife. And if he is asking for a multifunctional wife, you say, thank you, Vishwajit, thank you, Vishwajit. But when I am in industry, I am looking for a multifunctional employee, you will not support me. You will say, nahi, मैं सब काम कैसे करूँगा? If I am in finance, I will do only finance. I cannot do HR. If I am in HR, I cannot do marketing. Okay. Please, my dear friends, these days are gone. Now we also want, like Vishwajit's father, I also want multifunctional employees in the industry who will be able to discharge at their best in at least 3-4 areas. So whatever area you are specializing, don't be content with that. Try to be good in another 3-4 areas. Otherwise, I will find out somebody who will be good in 4 areas. That is, they are very, very unforgiving. They are very ruthless in corporate. Because I belong to both the sides. I have seen best and worst of both the sides. So I am
Hello,
telling
sir.
you. Hello. Yeah. You
Hello,
want to
hello,
ask?
sir. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, I had a question.
Please
Uh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yes. So, don't you think like instead of doing like MBAs, instead of doing a corporate job, we must aspire to become entrepreneurs, like in the long run?
Yes. I'm coming to that point. See, some of the
Okay.
qualities, because you see, I would have talked on innovation, maybe sometime else you call, because in my university, I am the head of innovation. So I can
Okay.
talk on that for hours. But important issue is the topic you set for me is the expectation of industry from MBA. So I'm talking about that,
Okay. Yeah.
but I'll talk about that also. Yeah, it is a
Okay.
good question. I'll talk about that. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So let us first finish the corporate expectation, and then I'll be very happy if you are an entrepreneur, because that is what we need. We need, and India has to, if it has to come out with a very high, strong growth rate and give leadership to the whole world, then it will be on the basis of innovation only. Yes. So this is what we want multitasker, and your approach should be project approach. That is a very big point. This point also you remember. All your approach should be project approach. Because gone are the days like when I was like you, we believed in a hierarchical leadership style in the corporate. Okay. Do you know how many leadership styles I jumped to be at the top? Starting as assistant manager, deputy manager, chief manager, assistant general manager, deputy general manager, general manager, then senior general manager, then assistant vice president, deputy vice president, senior vice president, then director, then CEO. Just about 11, 12 tires. Now all these have become hogwash. Now, most of the organizations are flat organizations, flat structure. You must have been taught about that organizational hierarchy. And all of you are equally intelligent. Equally intelligent. There is a grain of difference between your intelligence and your peer. So, in such a situation, I cannot say that I'll go for a hierarchical mode. So, it is flat structure. There will be only 2-3 hierarchies. So in such a situation, most of the assignments will be project assignments. I am giving you build a team. That is another point which we need. Your team building capability, because you cannot be good in all the areas. So if you are a good team player, then you will be successful in the corporate, because in a flat organizational structure, everything will be by team effort. And team effort is successful because you cannot be good in all areas, and somebody is good in analytical skill, somebody is good in presentation skill, okay, somebody is good in some other skill, and you want the best of all the skills. So if you are a leader, then unless you know how to build formidable teams, you cannot defeat your competitor. So in corporate, when an MBA comes, we also are looking how good you are as a team player, number one, as well also as a team builder. And team builder, that is another quality that also we always look for in you. So be a multitasker, then team builder, and then talk like a visionary. That is what we want. You are not a BA philosophy or MA philosophy or MSc zoology that I have recruited, that you will talk about the work of today. You will have to be a visionary. An MBA must be a visionary when he joins a corporate. Because the first thing I was doing when a lot of MBAs, they were joining my company, that time the first thing I was doing is that today you should move around the company and give me a report tomorrow. What are the areas where you found improvement can be done? If so, how? And believe me, out of that, thanks to many of the very smart and young management graduates, a lot of changes I could do in my companies. Because tomorrow they will come. Because I said that today only you have to give the report. Because tomorrow you will get used to the system. The theory of conditioning of Pavlov, you must have learned Pavlov's theory of conditioning. All of you know, na? That how he will be he will be fetching his dog, and then he will ring the bell, fetch his dog, and give him a piece of flesh. And next day he will do it for 1 month, and next month he will only ring the bell. Once the sound is heard by the dog will come on its own, and then he will give piece of flesh. Third month he will ring the bell, the dog will come, but he will not give flesh. Then what will happen? What will happen? Anybody? The dog will circle around Pavlov like a mad dog, looking for the piece of flesh. And the salivary glands of the dog will be secreting so profusely, expecting the piece of flesh, that the entire area around Pavlov started resembling like a river of saliva. So from that, he set up this theory of conditioning, which is a very important effect on management. So why I gave this example is that second day you will start getting used to it. You will start getting used to it, and everything will look hunky-dory for you. You will say, "हाँ, सब तो ठीक है, क्या problem है? Everything is all right." So I wanted the report from the fresh management graduate first day itself, that what are the areas where you find it is not okay, it is slightly disconcerting, and you are trying to give a suggestion that this can be improved like this. And I have been greatly benefited in implementing it. Second day के लिए नहीं, don't wait for second day. Again, theory of conditioning will take over, and no change can happen in the organization. That is what. Okay, so you should talk like a visionary and work like a visionary, and you know what? Who is a visionary? Visionary is a person who can see beyond the horizon, and as a person who is not a visionary, he can see only up to the horizon. Beyond horizon, only a visionary can see, right? And you, as MBAs, you are seeing beyond the horizon for my company, and I am so grateful to it. Okay, these are the areas you are doing, sir. I think if you are specializing in these areas, then we can bring out another 2-3 areas which are corollary to this, which have never struck me, Like one of the MBAs in my last company told, "Sir, I find, sir, about 10 acres of land lying vacant. And what are you doing with that?" Nothing, we are not doing anything. Okay, sir, can we not start floriculture there and grow flowers? And he was responsible in getting the project by talking to many of the foreign firms. One company from Netherlands, they showed interest, they visited, and then initially we didn't want to spend money, and so it was given on lease. And now finally, even if I have left the company, they are doing it, and they are exporting crores of flowers. So who gave this idea? It was not my idea. It came from an MBA graduate, because he was a visionary. So we always want you to look beyond the horizon. Up to horizon, any idiot can see. It does not need gray matter to look up to the horizon. Only when you look beyond horizon, you are a visionary. Yeah, we want that from you. Then your interpersonal skills should be very good. That is a part of the team building effort also. Your interpersonal skill, howsoever learned you are, because as I told you, you cannot be learned in all the areas. It is not possible. That is the precise reason why Draupadi ended up having 5 husbands. Anybody who knows why she ended up having 5 or 7, how many husbands, I don't remember, but definitely 5. Why she ended up having 5 husbands? Yes, Akshay, can you tell? Hello? Akshay does not know, possibly because these are not taught in our schools. So obviously you will not know. I was surprised when in one of the guest lectures in Indonesia, I found there all the school students, they know all these details about Ramayana and Mahabharata. And I saw 2-3 enactments of Ramayana and Mahabharata there. But we are a country that we do not want to teach this in the school. It's a peculiar system here. But a country where 98% people are Muslims in Indonesia, they teach, it is in their syllabus. So let us not get into that area. But five husbands, I am sure. If it is more than that, you kindly correct me. So why she had 5 husbands? Because she wanted the best tirandaz, best Malya Yuddha, best dharmik. She wanted all best as husband, right? Like most of the girls they will dream of. And when she was praying to Lord Shiva to bless her, then Lord Shiva तो बहुत दयालु भगवान है ना, इन्होंने तथास्तु बोल दिया. And that is how when तथास्तु बोल दिए, then उसके बाद नारद मुनि आ गए. सर आपने तो बहुत बड़ा गलती कर दिया ना, क्या ना आपने सबके लिए तथास्तु बोल दिया. बट डू यू नो सर ना व्हाट, ना हम आजकल इस तरह आदमी मैन्युफैक्चर ही नहीं करते हैं जो कि हु विल बी एन एक्सपर्ट इन ऑल द एरियाज. Then Lord Shiva said, "Arey, I am in trouble now." Yes, yes, you are right. But I am Lord Shiva, I am the greatest God. I cannot take back my blessing. I cannot take back the boon that I have given to the poor lady. So now what is the way out? तो नारद मुनि के पास सब कुछ का रहता है ना समाधान. So he said, "Sir, don't worry, I have a way out." Now what? Now let her have 5 husbands. All will be expert in one area. Then Lord Shiva asked, "Are you sure that she will be able to manage 5 husbands? When my wife is not able to manage one husband, that is myself. Every day there is a problem. And how do you think that she will be able to manage 5 husbands?" No, she will be able to manage. She has to pay some price also, like this story ended. Anyway, now come to management. Management also is like that you cannot be expert in all the areas. So you should, for being a winner, you should be a great team player, right? If you are good in analytical skill, then in your team there should be somebody who should be at the top as far as presentation skill is concerned. There should be somebody who is very good in conflict resolution skill. There should be somebody who is very good in negotiation skill. And just imagine, all the best of 6 qualities they join together. Who is there to defeat you? So MBA graduates, they should be fully ready with their pressure cooker grooming skill. They cannot say, "I cannot do it." Because the moment you say, "I cannot do it," then the only thing corporates will answer, "Okay, thank you very much, I'll find out somebody." Never give this opportunity. Accept the challenge and prove yourself. And then you will find you are getting your promotion, you are getting everything you want in your career. That has happened to me. I am not saying something which is hypothetical. I don't talk theory. I talk practice. What I have practiced and succeeded, I am telling you. And that is why you will be successful also. If these are the basic things that I told you, you practice. Yes. So thank you very much, my dear management students. Now please ask whatever question, including Soham sir, whatever question you have, please ask. Unless I answer all your questions, I am not going today. Yes, please. Yeah, please ask any question that you have not understood properly, or possibly you want me to answer in greater detail. Yes, Sohan, you are telling something that time.
I forgot my question, sir. Now it's okay.
But I have not forgotten that you have asked me a question.
Yeah, but I forgot what to ask you now. I'm
Okay,
just,
you think about another question now.
It will take me some time, sir. But your information was so insightful today. It made me have a different perspective of life all today.
Okay.
This will be engraved onto my. It will be imbued onto my brain for all ages to come. Thank you so much, sir. It was so
Okay.
helpful that I will definitely remember these words once I become the CEO.
Yeah. Please, I wish you. I'll be very happy if I'm alive. I'll be very happy to see you as CEO in some company. And at the end, I'll tell all the management graduates, please remember only one thing, that the sentence with which I started, that always think that you are a product for industry, and the product should be in market ready condition. Number one. Number two is ready to use. Always remember, market ready and ready to use. If these 2 things you remember, you will find that you are always aligning what the company requires. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anybody? Any other question? I think Biswajit. I talked about you, so Biswajit should ask me a question.
Sir, no questions, but I think after leaving college and joining the corporate world, I think like everything that you said, we'll learn as the years go by. We'll learn by the experience and we'll grow eventually. That is what I think.
Yes, that's true. That's very true. You are right. You are right. That is why I said you should become a fast learner. You should learn from the environment very fast. The environment in the corporate will be totally different. And once you start learning from that very fast, then you will be able to master it. That is why the best definition of manager is instead of allowing yourself to be controlled by the environment, you should control the environment. Once
Right.
you allow yourself to be controlled by the environment कि कोरोना आ गया क्या करेंगे वो नहीं होता है. You should find out ways how to control corona, how to win over the situation, and believe me friends, it is possible. I have practiced it personally and I have been successful. Yeah. Any other question? I think Hiral is asking some question. Hiral, Jityasa, hello Jityasa, you have any question?
No, sir.
No, you can ask any question because something is coming to your mind. Don't hello, Akshay, you are asking something.
Sir, I have a request.
Oh, no, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, would you kindly speak something about the attitude that freshers should have, and not only fresher at any point in time in life, what kind of attitude one should have in the while being in the industry?
Yeah, that's a very good point. In fact, yeah, the type of when we talk about this attitude, please remember that at the recruitment process itself, we make it very clear in the corporate that we recruit you for your attitude and train you for your skill. Recruit for your attitude and train you for your skill. That means training in skill is very easy, but training in attitude is quite difficult. That is why we do a lot of tests. You must have been taught in your college also about psychometric tests. Okay, actually, as to how we do psychometric tests to see whether you have the positive attitude or not. Now, you should always have a die-hard positive attitude as far as corporates are concerned. That is one thing on which we do not make any compromise. Anything with negative attitude, you will be naturally, you will be screened out. But I will not say that somebody who has a negative attitude, he does not contribute. Because as you say, if a positivist invented aeroplane, a negativist, he invented parachute. So negative minded people, they also contribute. But in corporates, because we are running against time, the competitor post globalization is always on my throat to cut my neck. So in such a situation, if I am not full of positivity, then we write defeat from immediately from the time we are starting the project. Okay, so that is why we want everybody, and it is possible for you to be positive. That is what we call positive mental attitude. If I talk about that, it will take more time. Then your friend will say, sir, once you talk, then we will not get time to ask you questions. So I don't want to talk about that. But I am also an NLP practitioner who has done my NLP course from Florida, USA, from the original institute. So there it teaches you how to have a positive attitude in your life, and that is again by applying the theory of conditioning, Pavlov's theory of conditioning. That from today onwards, if all of you decide that I will not accept anything negative, and I'll talk always positive about any person, any situation. Believe me, if you practice it over a period of time, then you will talk only positive. Because our human tendency, our subconscious tendency is always to clutch on to the negativity. Okay, that is unfortunate thing, and that is why suppose your friend Hiral, I'll tell her that Hiral, you have these qualities. I'll tell her that you are you are very intelligent, you are very good looking, you are very sweet, you are very this and that, very meticulous, you are this and that. 10 good qualities I will tell Hiral. But at the end, I say, possibly, Hiral, you are not taking good care of your hair because I see one strand of gray hair. Now, no prize for guessing where she will go when she reaches home. She will first go to where? She will go to the mirror and look for that strand of hair which is gray. She will say, "Sir, मेरे को बुढ़ा क्यों बोले? बुढ़ी क्यों बोले?" She will never think, "Sir, in a balance sheet, 10 points he has said in favor of me. Good looking, beautiful, intelligent, sweet, charming. ये सबका कुछ भी वैल्यू नहीं है. Out of these 12 positive things, only one negative thing. I said 12 minus 1 is 11, 12 minus 1 is 11. But still, why she is not celebrating the positivity? Because by nature, our subconscious is such stuff that like magnet, it catches negativity. That is why when you meet a person, you try to look at the negative qualities first, or then you talk, जिसको हम क्या कहते हैं, प्रपंच करने के लिए, right? You talk about negativity. So you have to make it a practice from today onwards that I'll only look at the positive things of any person or any situation. Only positive things of any person or situation. When the whole world is telling that COVID ho gaya, I think somebody, you will tell कि Modi fail ho gaya. Nobody will think that we are the country which has vaccinated the largest number of people in the world. So I am not saying what is happening that is good about oxygen and all that, but always in any situation there will be positives. So when you join corporate, there will be many situations where the positives are there. And once you practice the habit of clutching onto positivity, you will see the positivity aura will slowly take over the negativity, and the negativity things will slowly become positive. So always you can win battles by clutching onto the positivity. And we want all the MBA graduates, not only they will be visionary, they should be such diehard positivists for the company. Okay, that the CEO himself will be struck dumb that how my boys and girls are so positive and I am thinking it is not possible. No, they will drive me to make it possible. So you can change the climate in the organization by being extremely positive in your attitude, in your personal life as well as in professional life. Yes. I think, I think Professor Ratna was.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
So
this is faculty Professor Hiral Makwana.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, really? So congratulations. You look like a student. I think you should take it as a sort of, then Hiral, I'll tell you, I'll give you a clue. You study about NLP. The other day I was giving a lecture in another institute, and they said, "Sir, you are already 66, and how is it that you look young?" That was a question I was not prepared for. Then I told them that this is how I have practiced NLP. So NLP teaches you how to program your subconscious mind. I told them that I have frozen my age at 45. And it is possible, believe me, if your director invites me some other time to talk about NLP, I'll tell you how to freeze your mind. Okay, you can freeze your mind at any age. And like, I don't think that you look like a faculty. I thought you look like a student. Whether you are practicing NLP or not, next time I'll find out. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any other question from students? Yeah, you can ask me, nasty questions also. I am very fond of them, by the way, because as I say, I believe in converting negativity to positivity, and that is what all of you have to do when you come to the corporate. So, you can ask any question. Jityasa, you have any question? Parulekar, Vishwajit, Vishwajit ask something. Bhaumik Joshi. Some of the names I see here. Yeah, Jityasa, you want to ask any question?
No, sir. No questions from my end. Thank you.
Jityasa.
No, sir, no question.
No questions. Okay. Then Akshar, anybody? My email ID is with your director, sir. So if you want to know something about anything, you can also ask me, and we can discuss about any issue regarding anything you want. You can send me mails also. So thank you very much. I convey my thanks and gratitude to the director, sir, for inviting me for this talk. And I also convey my thanks and gratitude to all the very intelligent students who have reciprocated so nicely. And I would have loved to get some more questions also, but you can shoot questions to me either by WhatsApp or uh, uh, by my email ID in days to come. Okay. So I wish you all the best, and I wish all of you to become CEOs. Never compromise for anything less. You remember
Sir,
what
thank you,
Peter
sir.
And
Drucker had said.
entrepreneurs, sir.
And you remember what Peter Drucker had said. He had said the greatest tragedy of human life is not that you dream big and miss it. The greatest tragedy of human life is not that you dream big and miss it, but you dream small and achieve it. That is the greatest tragedy. Never dream small in your life. Dream big and change your dream with all the passion. And when you change a dream with all the passion, you will find all the wrongs will become right. Which was impossible, that will become right. Okay, and you make some mistake also when you are chasing a dream. That time that mistake will become right in due course. Like Columbus never wanted to discover. He never wanted to discover America. He wanted to discover India alone. So he reached American shore by mistake. But do you think that prevented his name from being written in golden letters in the annals of history? No. He would have been equally famous if he would have discovered India. So what is the difference between right and wrong? There is no difference between right and wrong. All wrongs will become right when you change a dream with all passion. So please change all your dreams with passion. Chodo mat usko. And you will find all your dreams will come true. If 90% from your class you end up as CEOs, possibly one day I'll end up, I must have been a grand old man at the time. I'll end up to have a cup of tea there, and I'll feel very happy and proud of all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear friends.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.